Okay, I'm waiting till this goes up at some point. Oh my goodness, I didn't record the exact moment, but it literally just went up. Holy crap. So never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would see a letter in my subscriber count, yet here we are. And so I thought that this would be the perfect time to tell you how this channel even came to be in the first place. So why don't we just get started? So I think we can maybe trace this back to 2008 when I was born. No, but seriously, maybe something like 2012. I was 4 years old at the time. So what my mom found really cute at that time was I would be singing these random songs at any given point out loud. So she decided that it would be fun to record videos of me singing and post them on YouTube. So that was my first appearance on YouTube. And no, you will not be able to view any of those videos, no chance. Okay, now we can go to May 1st, 2015, and if you check the About page of my channel, you'll see that was the date that this channel was created. Here's how I got around to creating it. So I was in California with my mom, dad, and my relatives, and we were at an outlet mall. It was a day with nice weather, the street lights were on, everyone was walking, talking, and having a good time. I, however, was not having a good time. I was 6 years old and I wanted none of it. What was going through my brain was something like, okay, let me get this straight. You guys just aimlessly walk around an outlet mall with no real direction and talk about the most meaningless topics on earth and don't use your phones at all? That's boring. Like, come on, there isn't even a Microsoft store here. What's the point? So when we did eventually walk into a store, at that point I was fed up, so I just took my grandpa's phone and started playing around with it. Before you know it, I ended up on YouTube and I wanted to comment something, but you can't comment something unless you have an account and a channel. And so what did I do? I created an account and I created a channel. And throughout the process of creating that, I was just aimlessly clicking button after button after button, trying to figure out what to do. And now we can fast forward a year and head to July 2016. I was at a friend's house, specifically this guy's, Ravi from the Moving On Beats Edition video. And when I'm talking to him, he says, hey, so I found this one Minecraft YouTuber the other day called Dan TDM. You want to go watch some of his videos? And I say, yeah, sure. So we go to his TV, we pull up YouTube, and we start watching his videos. And just like, I don't know, what is it, 27 million people around the world? I am instantly hooked. Like, do not try to tell me that the Dr. techyOS series wasn't top tier. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, what if I was like him? What if I created a YouTube channel of my own? So then we fast forward to August 9th, 2016. I've just finished swimming at Ravi's house, and I come back home, take a shower, get into my night clothes. I head downstairs, and I ask my mom, hey, can you teach me how to create YouTube videos? I was expecting a response along the lines of, yeah, I think you're too young for it. The internet's a scary place. Maybe when you get a little older. What was the response I actually got? Well, it was, sure, okay, come here. And my mom guided me step by step on how to upload a video to YouTube. 15 minutes later, I finished recording a random, low-quality, cringy video, and I uploaded to YouTube. So that was my first ever video uploaded on this channel, not the introduction. I deleted the file a long time ago, but even if I did have it, there is absolutely no way I'm showing you. And from that point onward, I just kept on uploading and uploading and uploading various different cringy, low quality, and awful YouTube videos. Did any of them do well? Of course not, which was very much deserved. And now we can go to February 18th, 2017. I had just finished recording a 10-second, and I use these words again, cringy, low quality, and awful YouTube video. Then my parents come up to me and they tell me, hey, we're going for dinner later tonight to an Indian bistro. And I go, okay, and get ready. Later that evening, we head out the door, and in a few minutes, we're at the restaurant. Sit down, waiter takes our order, get our food, all's fine as of now. Then my dad tells me, hey, take a bite of my food. At that time, I was very hesitant to this idea. But that wasn't But that wasn't a request, that was an order. Now, if you really know me in real life, you'll know that I can't really handle spicy food. And that food was spicy, so when I took a bite out of it, I lost my mind. At that time, I was 8 years old. You know, an age when you're expected to have certain proper manners, and the maturity to not do something like scream and yell such that the whole restaurant can hear you and you're making a scene. Because, yep, that's exactly what I did. Shame on you, little Rithik. And my dad did not appreciate this. He grabbed me by the hand, took me out of the restaurant, sat me in the car, gave me a good lecture, told me I was grounded from using devices for 5 days, I should be locked in my room, and I couldn't create YouTube videos anymore. I did not like this. I was devastated. I did not like this. I was devastated. It was like, you can't do this to me. What are you doing? Oh, yes, I can do this to you because I just did. And just like that, I couldn't create YouTube videos anymore. After a few days, I just told myself I'd suck it up and face it. Now, there was a huge asterisk to this. For some odd reason, I was allowed to upload videos on Ravi's channel. And boy, am I glad I was allowed to, because we had a blast creating the most mindless, meme-like types of videos. We were laughing the whole way, filming, editing, posting. We just rewatched them over and over and over again. Yeah, that went on for almost 3 years. Now, there are 2 things that I'd like to mention that happened during this almost 3 years time period. The first is sometime in September of 2018. I'm getting ready for school and I'm in a rush, but I want to text Ravi. Yes, he's a very important part in the creation of this channel. I want to text him a handwritten note. If you aren't familiar with the handwritten note feature in iMessage, go onto your iPhone, open up a chat, flip your phone sideways, pull up the keyboard, and look at the bottom right of your phone. You see that icon? That's handwritten note. So I wanted to write a handwritten note which had a smiley face, and then next to that was the word okay. Now, I think this is pretty important to mention. I had an iPhone SE first generation at the time. You know, a 4-inch screen. And when you're in a rush and you're trying to draw something on a 4-inch screen with your finger, it's not going to be too good. And the smiley face ended up looking something like this. If you recognize this face, that either tells me that you've been looking at my old videos or you've been here before 2022. The next thing happened sometime in April of 2019. At this time, I had just gotten my first taste of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. And so when my friends and I figured out that Jeff Kinney, the author, was writing a spin-off... Wait, I have a copy right here. Okay, yeah, here it is. Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid, Rowley Jefferson's Journal. And my friends and I thought it would be really fun to add our own characters into the front pages of the book. And so if you can see here, if it'll focus... Yeah, Rithik Tukral added. That's my name. Oh, flip open to literally the first page in the book and you see, "Hi, I'm Rowley Jefferson. Hi, I'm Techie Kid." That was the original name of this channel. Oh my goodness, wow, this character's annoying. I don't know if you can properly see it, but it says, "Here are some books my best friend Greg Heffley wrote." And then Greg says, "Yeah, and then you totally stole my idea." I go, "Shouldn't you be happy that he likes your idea? I'm sure no one likes you." Okay, enough with that garbage. So that book actually inspired me to write a book of my own. Diary of a Techie Kid, which is where the name came from. That was the book I was talking about in my introduction video, and if you want to read it, I'll give you a PDF. You actually thought? Gullible. That PDF stays in my OneDrive cloud storage and it never leaves. But now we can fast forward to that day, November 22nd, 2019. I'm talking with my dad and he brings up the point, "Hey, what if you started a blog?" And I'm like, I don't want to keep on writing things. How about like a video blog, like a YouTube channel? And he says, "Yeah, that could be pretty fun." And just like that, I know, I am back. I can announce my return. So I rush upstairs into this room and I start recording. At that time, none of this stuff existed behind me. That collection of Apple boxes didn't exist either. Over here was just a chest of drawers. And so I propped my phone up there, I sat on my bed, and I just started talking. I then edited the video, and I was so excited to show it to my parents. I sat in the family room watching this, giddied with excitement in front of my mom and dad, and they showed visible signs of disappointment. They said your audio is bad, your lighting is bad, the focus isn't on you because the camera is so far away, you're talking about unnecessary things that don't need to be mentioned at all. But instead of leaving me to go figure it out myself, they spent the entire evening helping me set up a setup. And while we're talking about my parents, I want to dedicate this portion of the video to give a shout out to them. My parents seriously mean the world to me, and I thank them for everything they've done. So they find a suitable place for me to film, which was our basement, and we got out some halogen lamps for good lighting, got out a tripod with a selfie stick mounted onto it so we could get good camera angles. My dad stayed with me the whole time I was filming to guide me on things I needed to say. After that, I stitched together all the clips, and I did a little piano chord progression in the beginning. I went onto my computer, and I clicked upload for 9:45 p.m., and just like that, my first video, or first current video, was posted. Now, the story should have ended there, but the title of this video is how Techie OS came to be, not Techie Kid, as it once was. So almost a year after creating that introduction video, I told myself, well, isn't Techie Kid going to get outdated at some point because I won't be a kid anymore? So I started thinking of other names, and I landed on Techie OS. I pitched this name to a few people and asked them if it's an upgrade or a downgrade. Every one of them except one said downgrade. And so I forgot about it for a moment. But then July 15th, 2022 came around, and something just clicked. I was like, you know what? Who cares about what other people think? I'm changing the name to Techie OS. And now that is where the story ends. That is how Techie OS came to be. So I guess that's it for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and also thanks to every single one of you for getting me to this place. You've helped me achieve what was once a what if, what was once a dream. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and also comment down below what you thought of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!